said, excuse me, but you don't understand where I'm at. I was all around the world, on span, across the map. I've been laying low and now it's time to pop up, bitch, I'm back. Now I'ma run it up, snooze on the...
Okay, remember now, we're not here to judge anybody. We want to handle this with love, right? You want to tell him how his drug abuse has hurt you, maybe hurt himself. Okay, Harold, what time did you tell him to be here?
5 o'clock, but he's always late.
No, he'll be here. In 3, 2, 1.
Is this a 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
Supposed to drop bombs there, Jeff. You got to be on deck.
How far are we going, Cyber?
So to when Toranaga gives Blackthorn the command of the cannons, and basically gives him the thief.
Well, Blackthorn, the one dig out that I'll throw out there, whatnot, on Shogun is the Blackthorn face. The face he makes, whatever, whatnot, to like show or whatever, whatnot, that he's displeased with the whole shit, whatever, dissatisfied. Yeah. The face he makes, whatever, whatnot, is actually almost like, it's not funny. It's like kind of like grating a little bit almost at times. And stupid looking at times too. Like he looks almost retarded.
Do you want to punch him? What am I hearing?
He almost looks like he's like he deserves to get the Danny Award or whatever, whatnot. Like occasionally, like here and there, just through certain scenes. And just to be clear, since we got newcomers in the show, the Danny Award was inspired by Matthew from Born to Watch podcast. So I blame him for the Danny Award, but I of course created it. I'll admit it. And we give the Danny Award to special people. Folks, we're giving the Danny Award tonight to Andre's Pop Culture Guy and myself, Jeff S. True Knowledge. We're both getting a Danny tonight to start the show off because we deserve it. Happy Mother's Day for the MCU'S YouTube channel and podcast to all you mothers out there. We love all of you. I'm not wearing my, I love the fuck single moms hat or whatever tonight, unfortunately. But, folks, guess what? It's Monday night. That means it's the MCU's Witty Edge Report. Wow, holy shit. We're back again. Jesus Christ. I'm just the Pop Culture Guy is all pissed off because we don't have a guest. He's all disappointed with me and everything and whatnot. He's like, where's our guest for the show and all this shit and whatnot? I'm like, we ain't got no guest, bro.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Andre, Pop Culture Guy. This man is a liar. I was just asking. Don't forget, sir, you're a special guest co-host on the show. Don't forget to mention your title. Yes, I'm a special guest. Well, no, special guest star. I'm the host, the co-host of this show.
You're the co-host of the show. Yep.
Every week, who endorse these jokes like the beer hairy woman, whatever you want to call that creature. All the crazy things that.
I don't know why you're so put off by the bearded lady. That's Jasmine's girl.
Jasmine, are you here, buddy? I'm sorry. I no way that's your girlfriend. No.
What's her name? What's her name? Hernad or some shit?
Hey, put the clip again.
I feel like we're on a one-on-one name by name basis now at this point.
No one's gonna marry you, Hernam. Like you have a beard. No one's gonna date you, Hernam. You have a beard.
Hernam.
You have a beard. You are not a preference to a lot of men. And then I'll get like really feminine men.
No, you are not my preference.
That's who I'm attracted to. I like really masculine men because I am very soft. I'm so different to what you see like on TV. On TV.
I'll never see you on TV.
I mean, but no, generally you'll see, she's strong. She's, what she's talking about is very powerful. Whatever people say, but then at home I'm very quiet. I'm very feminine. I'm very soft.
She had to have a mustache too and a beard, a mustache too.
No, it has been difficult. Where I wanted to be married and have kids, I would never be a single mom. That's not what I've ever wanted.
How did she get from being a single mom?
I don't know.
How did it evolve from that?
I think she was very good at switching the topics of her. From now, her motherhood.
Like, what the fuck? What happened during that clip? Like, that was all over the place. She covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, I mean, not the ground from the fake Stevie Wonder. That is better ground. Like the guy's like okay, they're gonna bring a guest here. It's like, okay, it's this fake Stevie Wonder, and then after that, you get see the Stevie Wonder fake doing his thing. It's nothing like that. It's just like just weak. Anyway, I love that clip.
You love the Stevie Wonder clip. Yeah, that's your favorite, I think.
Yeah. This and the beard. I gotta admit, I actually like this clip. Did you show us?
The bearded lady. It's pretty. It's good with the music, right?
Yeah.
It is. It's good. You know what it reminds me of? Dr. Phil.
Yes.
The music that Dr. Phil plays in those intro clips.
Oh my god!
Did you see that post I put up in the private in the show chat where I was like, I looked so hard at this broad at the show today that it was like an Andres the pop culture guy moment with Pocahontas, Dr. Phil. Your intro. I was like, we shared the same soul.
Here, I got it. Holy shit! I just looked so hard at the border of our souls, almost intertwined like Andrea's intro view, Dr. Phil type shit. Is that the one you're talking
about? Yeah, the Pocahontas shit. Then if you look, like a minute later, I was like, yeah, baby, Pocahontas, baby.
Pocahontas, oh my god. You know, my clip was that crazy lady that says these weird random words, and then like her mom had to interpret it to Dr. Phil. That's my favorite clip.
There's so many good Dr. Phil ones. That I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of good ones. It's always the crazy women. The crazy women are the best.
Yeah, they are. They're the best. I mean, you don't know what you're gonna expect from them. Yeah. And don't worry, folks. I like the Pocahontas clip.
I hate to say it, ladies, but like you crazy ladies on Dr. Phil are much more entertaining than like the crazy dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like the crazy chick people on Dr. Phil are much more entertaining. Like the dudes are just depressing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but like the women are actually interesting. Like they actually fight with Dr. Phil and shit like that and whatnot and everything, and fight the audience and shit and whatnot. You know, I love it. I wish we could get Dr. Phil on the panel with Murnan or whatever, whatnot, and Dr. Phil. Hernan or whatever the fuck her name is.
Yeah, and hear that crazy soft music, and she's like talking to Phil, like, here, I'm a woman. Yes, I have a beard, but I'm a woman. Okay, I'm very feminine. Okay, I know I look very masculine.
Yes, Mr. Anti-Idiotic. I'm a bearded lady. How about you, sir? I hope Peter Parker banged Kitty Pryde of the MCU. Well, you know what, sir? That's a very bleeding edge style comment, right? So I got to give you credit on that one. You know, like I that's tough. You know, because Peter doesn't really hang out at the X mansion very often, right? So I don't know how he would really be able to try to tap that, right? But good comment though. So far, you get the MVP. You get the Danny MVP award. For the comment session. You get the Bearded Lady Academy Award, baby.
Oh yeah, you got the Danny Award. Definitely.
Mr. Anti-Idiotic, you get the Bearded Lady Academy Award, sir, without question. Nominations in the mail. Angela Bassett is gonna put it in the envelope tonight for you.
Yes. So, Mr. Anti-Idiotic, you're gonna expect email from me in my timeline. So Angela Bassett will come to your door with Vice President Jim Carrey. It's true, Jim Carrey is Vice President in my timeline, and you're gonna get an award, and then you go join my army, and then that's it.
We're blowing up right now. We got a lot of people like watching us live right now. What's up, people? We see all of you. We got like 13 people watching us and whatnot, everything. We better not fuck up, Andres. We might lose some of them. Better keep it real, bro. Better go into perfection mode.
The one I think it's our hats. It's telling us that, oh my god, this is real shit. Come on.
Oh, is that? Oh, I got you. So it's just because our hats are so real tonight that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's so real. Yeah, really more people. And yeah, we're in March today, folks.
I see. You know, I thought I had that Fallout video. I think I do. Of that one with Jasmine and his mom.
Like Jess.
And plus, Kiku is tested. She's clean. She's STD free. They use like some kind of like rock STD test, made out of bone or something, or whatnot.
If you pee on this orchid and it doesn't turn brown,
yeah,
we're good. I don't know how they did that back then.
In the book, I miss Sarin. I went on Instagram, and I went on one of Sarin's posts, and I said the MCU's Bleeding Edge wants its Sarin back.
Yeah, we miss Sarin. I feel so bad. What? Come on. She should at least convince her parents to do her.
She liked that too when she saw that. Sarin, if you're out there, I know you liked that when you saw that. You probably thought it was the best. It's probably the best shit you saw all day.
Yeah.
I was like, the Bleeding Edge wants its Sarin back.
Yeah. Hashtag bring Sarin back.
We want Sarin back, and then we want P. Diddy
I'm
juice.
about that life. Ask P. Diddy. I just came from his house, even though I'm feeling funny after drinking P. Diddy juice. Wait, what the fuck? What's happening here?
Oh my god.
That was me. That was like me at Rockville.
Oh really? Oh my god. So you need to explain to me. Did you drink a lot during those 2 days?
I was so fucked up yesterday. I was texting this couple that I met on the phone earlier today because I was so fucked up, and the place is so big. The International Speedway where the concert was. I went to the Rockville Music Festival, folks, over the weekend, and we were supposed to go to a concert, go see Breaking Benjamin at a certain time, right? Like go see this band. I thought I knew the right way to go, but I was going the wrong way. I just booked and was like, "Follow me," and just took off on them. And like went into like fucking like secret agent mode and shit, whatnot. Went all fast and shit. They couldn't keep up with me and they lost me. I felt bad. We were having a really good time too. I was gonna bang that guy's girlfriend and everything and whatnot and all that, No, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Wow, great! You didn't even know they probably see like.
I drank quite a bit, sir. Believe me, I had a lot of bracelets on. I had to cut them off, because I get ID'd a lot. So they give me the bracelets that say that I'm 21, so that when I go to the beer vendors and shit and whatnot, they don't ID me.
Okay, that's impressive.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right, now okay. Hold on, Mr. Anti-Idiotic. We're going back to the fucking Peter and Kitty sex scene stuff again. Look, do you have some kind of like fan poetry obsession with like Peter Parker and Kitty Pryde banging or some shit? What do you think of a Peter and Kitty sex scene and them just banging? Isn't that basically the same question you already asked?
No,
same shit?
No. It's not the same shit. It's more like he's asking, like, seriously, how could the sex could be? I just reply, it could be.
I don't know.
Like,
it would depend. It would depend on who they cast to be fucking Kitty Pryde and Spider-Man.
I mean, I guess the sex scene could be like a teenage coming of age kind of film sex scene,
Oh, that would be hot if they had like an underage sex scene, like under 18.
Exactly. Yeah,
that'd be hot.
I think that's what he's.
That's how they should do it, Mr. Anti-Idiotic. They should do it underage, like whatever rating you got to get for that. NC 27, 13, or whatever whatnot rating you got to get for that shit. You got to go to that level, baby. So you could have actual. You could have, and then you actually have to have the actresses be underage too, right?
Yeah.
Like.
Like,
so it's authentic.
Yeah, that's very true. I say it should be. So I put a comment under this, and I say it should be a basic instinct sex level, Mr. Anti-Idiotic. If you ever seen the Basic Instinct film with Sharon Stone and
I can see it right now. I can see it. I can see Kitty Pryde doing like a Sharon Stone Basic Instinct scene with Peter Parker.
Yeah.
I could. So anyways, folks, X-Men 97 episode 8. Just to get us, I guess, kind of like in the mode, in the moment and whatnot and everything. Let me play some footage. There we go. Perfect. Man, they got me again, but this content's not available. Folks, I'm sorry about that. Technical difficulties. What can I say? For some reason, the video won't play. But that was a wonderful fucking scene, I promise, of episode 8 of S-Men 97. So Andres, just to kind of run through the episode, Scott actually does the intro, the previous day at S-Men.
Yes.
So I thought that was interesting that Scott actually did the intro, and basically the way that the episode starts off is you see Cable like out there shooting his gun and all that shit and whatnot, right? And it's like a Gene Scott scene, like she's asking him like, have you talked to Cable, like, or whatnot and all that, and Scott's kind of like, well, every time I go into a room with him, whatever, whatnot, he dips or whatever, or some shit, right?
Yeah.
But like we were talking about last week, right? You could see that like Gene and Scott's relationship is starting to come back together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think she even says that she loves him. Doesn't she, or that, or whatever, whatnot? Don't they embrace?
Yeah, they embrace towards the end of the scene that we're discussing. Yeah, they're getting closer now because of what happened with last episode.
We're getting blown up over here by Mr. Anti-Idiotic. He's fucking up my flow over here trying to moderate. Mr. Anti-Idiotic, what's going on here? What do you think of Cara Delevingne as Mystique and Kristen Stewart as Destiny? I don't know. I'll have to think about that when I'm not half stoned and drinking and trying to review S-Men episode 8. What is the episode title?
It's still Tolerance. Hold on, sorry. Tolerance to Extinction.
Tolerance to Extinction Part 1.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Tolerance to Extinction Part 1. So, basically, Cable is still with the Summers and whatnot and all that and everything in the X-Men, and basically they're right off the bat they're giving the audience or letting you know that there's like friction there between like Gene and Scott kind of with Cable, right? Because like you gotta remember that folks, if you don't know out there, Madeline Pryor is Cable's mom, right? And she's presumed dead from episode 5 with Genosha, which I don't think she is dead, but like she's presumed dead, right? I believe, isn't she?
Yeah. I mean, she's specifically dead.
Is she supposed to be alive? I don't remember her living.
No. She's dead. I mean, because we haven't had like she was close to the blast when that Cernal.
That's what I thought, but I still think she's alive.
Hey, I mean, we could have a big surprise towards the finale, though. It could happen still. So.
If Val Cooper survived that shit, then I don't see how the fuck Madeline Pryor wouldn't survive it. But either way, Madeline Pryor is Cable's mom, not Jean Grey. But Jean Grey still has like a maternal bond, like a psychotic link, right, through Madeline, right, with Nathan Summers, Cable, to where she still feels like a motherhood type like role towards him, even though he's older or whatnot than she is and all that, right?
Yeah,
kind of like me and Cyber's father at Rockville last year at that hotel, So then we go to Bastian. I really don't like Bastian very much as a villain, to be honest with you. But they're talking about Bastian, right? Like the S-Men, Beast is there. The Sunbirds are talking. They're talking about Roga's still like in her coma, right? From the blast she took from fucking the Trask Prime Sentinel. Yep. So she's still out, right? Storm's still not with the team, right?
No.
So all you got Gambit dead. So all you got, and Jubilee and Sunspot are still gone. You know what I'm saying? So like all you got is Wolverine, Scott, Beast, and Jean, and Morph, and Nightcrawler. Yeah. And Cable, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So basically, they're talking about Bastian. Cable's explaining to them who Bastian is. Basically, to boil it down, Bastian is the equivalent of like a Sentinel and a human being like together, almost. He's like he's what's left of Master Mold in human form, right? Isn't he?
Yes.
Isn't he the essence of Master Mold in human form?
Yeah, sort. It's more like Nate's powers. Like he is affected by whatever Master Mold slash Nimrod were, and they combine it into this now new form of this, Bastin character. So it's basically combined.
But he had an actual childhood and everything and whatnot, and was a child and all that and whatnot. Like like any regular human being and whatnot. Just always had an obsession with mutants and like being anti-mutant and shit and whatnot, and which they display and go throughout the episode.
Which we do. Yeah.
We see the X-Men see Professor Xavier, which I thought was really interesting, on the TV with the Shi'ar, right? Yeah. Like on the news, right? Like doing a news broadcast with the Shi'ar, which I thought was kind of like interesting. It kind of surprised me. And then we saw Sunspot and Jubilee, and there was Sunspot's mom again. That one chick, the rich chick or whatnot. That wants Sunspot to hide his mutant shit or whatever whatnot, so it doesn't affect the stuff
the stock market or whatever you call it, the stock.
The stockholders, whatever. The shareholders.
Shareholders. It's weird. Like he's gonna make a fundraiser of supporting the island that got attacked, right? And then it's like, okay, why are you doing that? The fact that you're not letting your son to be, a mutant. So it's just really bizarre. Kind of like she's the worst mom ever. I mean, she's like the Iceman family in X2, basically, in one.
Hey, Mr. Anti-Idiotic, if I was at Kenosha and whatever, whatnot, everything, I would pretend that I got hurt, right? And put some rubble on top of me and shit and whatnot, and look and pretend I was hurt and shit when Kitty Pryde came around, and pretend I was injured and shit and whatnot, and let her save me just so I can hit that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I would do it. You feel me? Just to be clear, that's how I would get down. I would pretend I was a good ocean survivor. I'd be like, Kitty, save me. I'd take some rocks and put them on myself and shit and whatnot. Rub some dirt on my face.
and yours and then you have to pretend you're a mutant, not a human, right? And so oh my god, what kind of power do you have?
I'd be like, my mutant powers, I have an extremely tiny penis.
Well, folks, I would give Jeff the power of controlling TV and the internet. That's his ability. So
it's so tiny that during sex, you would never even know it was even there or in there. You'd never even know it. You'd be like, "Are you in?" You'd be like, "Are you in or out?" You wouldn't know.
Oh, what your power should be is the persuading women to like you. That's your mutant power, and then that's how your penis can grow big.
Women like me. I may be kind of I may be kind of crazy and raw and shit and whatnot and all that and everything, but women are nice to me. Women like me.
Yeah, I'm giving you your mutant power, sir. I'm not. I'm just giving you your mutant power, and that's what I think. That's your mutant power.
Okay. If I'm gonna have a mutant power, I think I should have. I want to have the 3 tits like the chick from Total Recall. Or no, I want my mutant ability to be able to put those 3 boobs on the bearded lady.
Oh my god!
Could you imagine her with the 3 boobs?
Yeah, and it's gonna be a lot weirder. I mean, at least with
she'd open her shirt and have the face come out and shit and talk or whatnot, like that one fucking dude, and it would have a beard.
Oh my god, no! Oh my god! Yeah, this is the sequel to Total Recall.
She would trim his beard,
Oh my god! What? I'm sorry, folks. I'm speechless.
What was that character's name? That guy that would come out of the guy's back or whatever, whatnot during fucking Total Recall?
Oh, hold on. Let me get his name. You continue. I'll get the name because I am speechless right now.
I'll just put all the pressure on me. I see how it is, sir. I see how it is.
I'm just joking. Make X-Men horny, Kevin. Okay.
I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I guess whatever you say, Mr. Anti-Idiotic.
Yeah. Is it?
There's no Kevin's here, sir.
Yeah, no Kevin's here. George. Is that the one with the leader with the front alien in his chest? Is that the one you're talking about?
No. He's got a name like he's the leader of the resistance or whatnot. Quato.
Yeah.
Quato.
Quato. Yeah. It's right
Quato.
Yeah. Kuato.
Yeah.
No, that's the one that Jeff is
I cannot believe I actually remembered that shit. Holy fuck. Seriously. That shocked me. Yep. Damn. Yep. Quato, baby. They should have had Quato. They should have had Quato. That's my 97, dude. I'm telling you. So we had a really good scene with Jean and Nightcrawler, like get introduced to each other and whatnot, everything with Rogue and all that and whatnot. I thought was like really cute, like kind of emotional, you know. I thought Jean had a good episode. I thought. Right. So then we get Cable and Jean and Cyclops, right, and the Blackbird. They're flying to go where they think they know where Bastion's at, right? And we find out that Val Cooper survived episode 5, the Genosha attack, right? And it's with Mr. Sinister and Bastion and shit and whatnot and everything and all that, and like talking to Magneto, you know? And like you see Magneto and and she's saying that Magneto hasn't spoken in days or whatever, whatnot, like since the attack and all this shit. And she's like, say something to me, you know, or whatever. And she sees his tattoo from the Holocaust. He has his Holocaust brand or whatnot and all that. And I'll stop there, Andres. Like I said, I wanted to run right through this. So, what are your thoughts going up to that point, right? Where we get the reveal of Val Cooper still being alive, right? We revisit with Magneto again, you know, like being kidnapped or whatever, whatnot by Bastion and Mr. Sinister. And then, you know, all the events with Cable and him explaining Bastion to the team and all that, you know, all that jazz. And Nightcrawler's cool scene with Jean.
So I really dug this for these couple of scenes. The half point of this episode for part 1. I mean, first off, I really enjoyed that Nightcrawler is part of the X-Men because, again, as you guys know, Nightcrawler wasn't part of the team yet in the 90s show, so it's great to see him be part of this. And his relationship with the characters are great. You know, he's a good friend to, Wolverine. And then, of course, he's the stepbrother for Rogue. And so, like, everything around that is really great. And I like his conversation with Jean, and I like how he talked about Mystique. We haven't seen Mystique at all on this show, which is kind of surprising. I mean, of course, we'll see, when about, blood to blood, the family stuff. And
we've seen her. We just haven't seen her like in X-Men 97.
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying did Morph turn into Mystique one time?
There's flashback scenes where they show Mystique and whatnot, everything, like when Nightcrawler first gets introduced in X-Men 97 and like in season 3 or whatever, whatnot, when Nightcrawler first appears.
Oh, yeah. We do see that. And by the way, folks, Mystique is part of the 90s show. Like, there's episodes of her, being the villain sometimes there.
I believe it's the same voice actor that's still doing his voice.
Yeah, I think so. Last time we checked. So I really dug that, and of course, this episode, one thing I think you can say that I really like this, and I seen part 2, which I'm not gonna spoil, but this is a very focused summer story. Like we're getting to see Scott being the leader of the X-Men, properly, instead of being shafted just like the X-Men films. And and then he has to deal with this Jean that he hasn't spent in a while. The fact that this Jean didn't give birth to Nate, it's actually Natalie who gave birth to Nate. And so like there's this like complication. But now what happened with last episode, it's kind of getting them together. Finally, that what happened, stuff like that. And of course, Cable. I'm really like that Cable is interacting with them, because Cable never interacted with the Summers at all in the original show. It was always he always interacted with the other X-Men or Bishop, who time travel as well. So this was really great to see, like him meeting his father, and all that was really great. I like the the humor he has against Summers, Cyclops, was really great. I like his interaction with Wolverine. That was very funny. Yeah, and speaking of very quickly, we got a cameo of Stryker in the TV, so that was really cool that we saw that. So one day we'll probably see a episode of Stryker doing the comic book storyline God Loves Man Kills, which would kind of be interesting for the show to do. That X2 was based on, if you guys know that. Yeah, the mom, Roberta's mom, was awful. She's horrible. I mean, very annoying character. And then I was shocked that Cooper alive. I didn't know if they were going to like follow her comic book, because if you guys know from when we started the show, Cooper was a villain in the comic book. She was sort of like what Stryker is, or like Guybridge that we saw in the show, or Trash.
Well, she wasn't really a villain, because she did she did more good than bad in the comics. Okay. You know what I'm saying? She was more like trying to help the mutants.
Help the mutants. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because thank you, because to be fair, folks, I haven't read the comic books. This is new to me, meeting Cooper. So
she was a government liaison in the comics at one point, I believe, between mutants and like the X-Men and shit like that, and whatnot, and all that and everything, and the government, right?
Yeah. So okay. So in general, I'm very surprised they are doing that, but it kind of makes sense. I mean, she does feel sorry. So she will become a good ally to the X-Men if she survives after this season, maybe. Because, she could be another good ally for the X-Men to have, like Mara and, President Kelly, all that. And Jeff, you brought up the villain. What is his name? Bastion. It's a character you and I maybe me, I'm not familiar with. He's kind of okay. I mean,
I know him from this period in the early '90s X-Men comic run, or whatnot, and everything. He was when he popped up. He popped around a couple times, and you saw him like some of the storylines that you're seeing going on right now. Because there's a couple of them came out right around when I was reading X-Men. So I did see him in the comics when I was a kid. I know who he is.
Yeah,
but he was different in the comics. He was more like using his powers and shit and whatnot and everything openly and all that. He dressed differently and shit and whatnot. He had like a team and shit and whatnot. He wasn't by himself.
Yeah, and this is a group as well. Like his costume is based on the X-Force comics from 2008. I was checking I'm looking at my notes. That's where his costume he's wearing right now is not from the 90s. And yeah, so he's a very interesting character. I guess the thing that kind of annoying me is that he's a mastermind, and I kind of wish we say that with Mr. Sinister. I kind of like the idea, Jeff, you were talking about with the character, like he uses powers more openly. It'd be kind of cool to have that, because because I mean 9 out of 10 the villains are always masterminds, or like little domination kind of villains.
They're gonna find some fault in Bastian or whatever as a villain or whatever and whatnot and all that and everything, because like we've talked about before, they want Mr. Sinister to be the first villain in the live action X-Men.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't hurt Mr. Sinister. One thing I did like, actually, speaking of Mr. Sinister, I love that we got Mr. Sinister again, and he still feels like Mr. Sinister. He will betray Bastion, just like he did with Apocalypse. So at least this show is consistent on what Sinister is. Like, he's just doing this for his end game. Like, this is his benefit. Like in Shogun, like those characters were doing what they were doing because they were benefiting for them. That's what Mr. Sinister's doing in this show.
Oh yeah, villains do that with each other all the time in the comics.
Oh yeah. I mean, come on, like was it like the Sinister Six from Spider-Man? They only joined because they wanted to kill Spider-Man, and that was really it. Or the Batman villains, every time they team up, they just did it because they have more power and they could take down the Dark Knight. So it's always like that. So so I really enjoyed this first section. It was really great to explain who's this villain that we got introduced from the last episode. And it was a great reveal. Cooper, being the other side, that was a very intriguing thing. Seeing more Cable and develop more of the Summers family, which is great. And that's where I'm at right now.
And the episode got really interesting, folks. It really did. We're assuming that if you're watching us, you watched X-Men 97 episode 8. It is like 2 weeks old or some shit. So hopefully you watched it. But basically, it goes in a really great direction, like a really Mr. Sinister-y kind of direction, right? In a way, because so we're gonna call him. First of all, Trish Tilby, Beast's girl, comes to hang out with Beast, right? So Beast is hanging out with Trish Tilby. She's fine as fuck as usual, right?
Yeah.
Hold it down, right? So Cable and Team Cable go to Bastion's family home. It's not like where he's at. It's where he actually grew up, right? And they're walking around looking through the shit. Guess who's there? Mommy's there. Mom's there. Bastion's mom and shit, whatnot, is there and all that and everything, right? So they're hanging out with Bastion's mom. It's creepy as shit. And so Jean sees all these visions and shit, whatnot, like through her powers of the house and like the paintings and all that shit, whatnot. So she's tripping about Bastion. We go back to Bastion and Dale Cooper, right? Yeah. And basically they're having like a conference with Baron Zemo, Dr. Doom and shit and whatnot and everything, right? And everything and all this shit. Some chick, I don't know who she was. It might have been the bearded lady's cousin.
Oh no. It's gonna happen. Oh no, it's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen. I got to be really easy.
So what?
No. Just continue. I'm sorry.
So basically, we find out about Operation Zero Tolerance at this point, right? Ballard Cooper has concerns about the whole situation and whatnot, right? And we go back to Bastion's batshit crazy mom, as I have it written in my outline, who is now a Prime Sentinel and shit and whatnot, which was creepy as fuck when it happened. I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. It was creepy as fuck. So, all of a sudden, everybody starts becoming, like, Prime Sentinels everywhere. Like, Jubilee and Sunspot and shit and whatnot are hanging out. Jubilee wears the black outfit from when she was Dracula or whatever from the comics and shit and whatnot.
Okay. I was going to ask, was they in the 90s? And I was like, no. It was definitely from the 2000s.
The 2000s, I believe, yes.
Yeah, or 2010s or whatever.
And so they get attacked by their chauffeur that becomes a Prime Sentinel, right? At the mansion or wherever the fuck, Beast and Trish are at. Trish Tilby becomes a Prime Sentinel, right? Like, Team Cable takes on Bastion's mom, Prime Sentinel and shit, whatnot, who's like a badass mom, Prime Sentinel. And then the whole neighborhood's Prime Sentinels and shit, whatnot, all of a sudden. Shit was thick. It was thick. Sunspot finally used his powers to fight the fucking Prime Sentinels and shit, whatnot, and all that, which was dope.
Yeah,
right?
Finally. And he flies now because he apparently trained in the data room.
At this point in the episode, everybody's a Prime Sentinel, right? Except for the S-Men people, like everybody. And so then we get, we see Wolverine and Nightcrawler like have a really great battle scene that's what I wanted to play. Right, where you see Nightcrawler use his swords for the first time this year in X-Men 97.
Yeah,
it looks really cool. And him and Wolverine are taking out the Prime Sentinels, and they come in, and Wolverine comes in with Nightcrawler, and they defend Rogue while she's still unconscious because the Prime Sentinels are trying to like have sex with Rogue or something while she's asleep or some shit. I'm not sure what they're trying to do. Who knows?
I think it's more killing her, sir.
Oh, okay.
Than violating her.
Then we see Sunspot flying. And whatnot, everything, using his powers more and everything. They're being hunted by the Prime Sentinels, right? And I'll stop there, sir. Your thoughts on the Prime Sentinel onslaught?
Oh man! Oh, I love what you did there, onslaught. Anyway, if you guys know your X-Men stuff, oh my god, this was fantastic. I mean, I wasn't expecting the whole everyone was affected to be Sentinel Prime. That was a very great twist, and first off, the action here was so great. Seeing our heroes trying to defeat, the Sentinel Primes, like as Jeff brought up, the fight with Wolverine and Nightcrawler is the best thing about this show. To highlight that, I mean, I love that Nightcrawler is here. We got the two swords from the comic, which was great, and him using it is amazing. I brought up X2. One of the great things about X2, you saw how Nightcrawler could be in an action scene in live action. Here, you see how cool it is to see like a teleporter bouncing around and just cutting out these robots or humanoid robots, whatever you want to call it.
Andre, I decided to change my mutant power. My mutant power is now going to be that when I go to have sex with a chick and have to put a condom on, the condom just disappears. It just goes away and shit and whatnot. Right before sex. Yeah. Sorry about that. I just had to let you know real quick. I changed my mutant power.
Okay. Well, hey, I mean, that's a good mutant power. I will take that.
It just disappears. Shazam.
Just Shazam. Oh, you know what you should call it? Consam. Get it? Consam. That's how you disappear by saying it. Consam. Oh my god. Anyway, I love you, man. The best moment.
There you go, folks. My mutant power is the ability that when I go to have like a chick makes me wear a condom, we go to have sex, the condom disappears.
Yeah, and he has to say the word consam. if you guys know what I'm saying. Anyway, okay, I totally respect that. That's your power now, and you have to say consam, sir. Anyway, I missed the part. So, Bishop talked about how in his future, when the batch is made a utopia, it's not a dystopia. Everyone, the humans have become like him, so they have abilities, but then the mutants are still slaves. The ones that survive during that future. And so it was very unique to see that. So the fact that, we got this guy turning, how can the humans could be still, relevant and still operate, with the mutants, right? It's by making them even more powerful, have abilities just like the mutants. That is very interesting. And using the technology that the humans have built to take down the mutants, the Sentinels, is actually a really good idea. That's something I like about this character with that. One thing, just like episode 3, I like the horror bent to it, which is so cool. When the mom turned into the Sentinel Prime, it was very body horror. I was like, what the hell is this? This is just like, she goes, like it's fucking, I don't know what you call it, like Exorcist beats David Cronenberg horror, body horror, The Fly, it's like, everyone turned into it. It was like crazy. And then, or Evil Dead, actually, it's like more like Evil Dead, like the eyes remind me of Evil Dead.
Could you imagine if when Magneto did his pulse chakra and shit, whatnot, and everything, they did the cut to a cutscene where you saw Peter Parker you begging Kitty Pryde from the back?
See, Mr. Yeah, that could work. Yes,
with his Spider-Man mask on.
Yeah. So that was really great. Speaking of Spider-Man, actually that's later on the episode, but the big thing that people were talking about this episode was the Marvel universe, and we got to see Doctor Doom, and Baron Zemo, which was really unexpected. I was kind of surprised we got two of the biggest of Marvel villains in this episode be part of this villain group, which is really nice. And just to confirm, yes, that Doctor Doom is actually part of the '90s Fantastic Four show. If you guys know that, this is part of the continuity which we saw in the Spider-Man '90s show, which we're gonna see him later, but we'll get to that. So that was really nice. This show is doing what the Marvel cinematic universe is should be doing. Is like, okay, we're focusing on the main universe of the X-Men, and secondary is the expanded universe. So they're doing a good job of like tipping off that this is a sheer Marvel universe, and it's not only X-Men. So I do appreciate that.
Hold on. Just to be fair, in live action, they're able to do more interconnectivity, right, with the characters and whatnot and all that and everything. It's more real for people in the audience than it is in animation. You know that.
Oh yeah, no, actually that's true.
The relationships between characters and whatnot and all that, like in the Avengers, for instance, right? You don't have that with animation.
No, that's no.
You only get that human connection through live action.
Yeah, that's true. It's very different. I mean, also like you're jumping into the universe like already established than what Marvel.
If they had that Infinity War trailer where Thor's like, "Who the hell are you guys?" and it shows the Guardians of the Galaxy and everybody goes crazy. If they did that in animation, nobody would give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It would mean nothing almost. But in live action,
it's more a big deal. Yeah, because first off, because
it's Dave Bautista. It's what I'm saying. Like it's you see what I'm saying. You get what I mean?
No. I get what you're saying, Jeff. Because it's very different from animation. Because when you're a kid, they were allowed to do the animation. Like we know that they're in the same universe. Where they
don't feel like they're us. You can't emulate like an animated character, right? Like
yeah, that's true.
In live action, you could actually like pretend that you are somebody, or like imagine like a reality where like they're real.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. No. I just saying,
So that's what so I just wanted to point out that the interconnectivity is different in live action. It can really be really impactful compared to animation. The stuff that they do in X-Men '97 is Easter egg stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Cameo stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No, that's a good point. But yeah. Well, we already discussed the shared universe thing.
Like a comic, kind of. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like that's all it is.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and also, with animation, like you're kind of expecting, these characters to pop up anyway in these shows. So, I really dug the jokes. Like, I did like the actor scene when Cyclops, Jean, and Cable were in the X-Jet. I like the line that Jean say, you know that you're gonna crush another plane that Hank already fixed like 3 months ago. That was very funny. And then when they got into the port, and then Cable was like, Porsche? And then like Cyclops smile, and like that was, oh my god, it's so funny.
That's one thing that pissed me off about Deadpool 2 is that they fucked up the whole thing with Domino, where they changed it from the comic book like backstory where Domino and Cable are together. You know what I'm saying? Like in the comics, in the comics they have a relationship. Like Dom and Domino and Cable go way back.
Huh. I didn't know that. Okay, that's a tricky. I mean, if
she's his closest friend. Like she's just like, yeah.
Okay. Well, the fact you brought it up, I mean, it'd be kind of cool to see Domino in this show.
When he used to work with the Wild Pack or whatever the fuck with Deadpool and like all those other motherfuckers and shit back in the day with the S-Force motherfuckers, right? Like the people who were in the S-Force universe, Cable's universe, right? That's when he used to fuck with Domino because she was she was on that special ops team.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Kind of a la Wolverine Oranges, or you know what I'm saying, like that.
Yeah, Weapon X kind of tax team. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And like in the '90s X-Men comic run, when S-Force came out and whatnot and everything, like they would do a lot of stuff in the S-Force comics with like flashbacks to like to that team with Deadpool and Cable and Dom
and you brought up X-Force. I mean, if the Disney deal didn't happen, like I think you couldn't have saw that relationship. And
the other thing that pissed me off too is that in the S-Force comics, when the S-Force comes out, Dob is the co-host. She's like the assistant manager. Like Cable's is the leader, and then it's Dom. It's Domino, right? Like she's like she's his like squeeze, and she's like the the assistant manager of the X-Force.
Okay. I can see that happen in this show. In live action, I mean, you brought up Deadpool 2. I mean, they were trying to set up the X-Force, which we didn't get. If we had the X-Force coming out after that movie,
they can still do the X-Force.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do another attempt on the X-Force,
they haven't introduced any other than Domino, any of the other characters. So
I'm trying to remember the lineup because I remember they show a picture of like who was going to be the live
and Domino's still alive. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I hope
we saw Boom Boom in X-Men in the Genosha episode 5 episode from X-Force.
Yeah.
Sam Guthrie, Cannonball's girlfriend.
Yeah, we saw her there. Who else? Thunderbird. I know Thunderbird was part of X-Force. Like,
who is Sam Guthrie related to? He's not another Summer.
No. Sam Guthrie is someone else. Just give me a minute.
He was in that New Mutants movie that I only watched half of.
Yeah.
The guy from Stranger Things played him.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me check the cannibal character. Here. I don't think he's related to anyone. It's just himself. He has several siblings that are like mutants. Like Husk it's related to cannibal. And then there's another one called Jep that was part of the mutants. But yeah, so that's it. So
yeah, no, they can still do the S-Force. Honestly, eventually, I think they probably if it goes down the way I think it will go down, they probably will. They'll end up doing S-Factor and all that shit. Characters like Havoc and Polaris and all that shit and whatnot should be like done.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Like Havoc already had like a first attempt on Havoc, but that didn't go well with the
stuff you've seen in X-Men 97 so far and whatnot, everything. I think you'll see it like a lot of it in live action.
Yeah,
I do.
No. I agree. It will not be like 90s centric, but like it'll be more like modern times. But they're gonna do a live action Emma Frost. They're gonna have there's gonna be think about it, right? Like a lot of people I don't want to get deep with this, but where the MCU Phase 5 aspect ties into X-Men 97 is the fact that people don't grasp that when the Marvel Studios does the X-Men, when the Fantastic Four comes out, right, and it kills it, when Deadpool Wolverine kills it, right? When they do live action X-Men, that shit is gonna go fucking it's gonna be like Endgame, Junior. It's gonna be it's gonna be like a fucking event when they finally do a live action X-Men film, right? Yeah.
It's gonna be massive, and they're gonna build it up all crazy, and off that you're gonna get spin-off shit where you're gonna get X-Force, you're gonna get X-Factor, right? There's gonna be they're gonna have the reserve X-Men people like Kitty Pryde, come in or whatnot, Nightcrawler, these, what I'm saying? The secondary characters come in. Jubilee, right?
Yeah,
comes in,
Jubilee, and then Wolverine again.
Rogue comes in, whatever.
Yeah, Rogue, Gambit too. I mean, come on.
Because Rogue might not be with the original when they do their first version of the live action X-Men team. She may not be a part of that original team. They may bring her in right after.
Yeah, no. Hold on. My grandma's calling. Can you?
Can I hold it down by myself, sir?
Yeah.
I do it all the time, sir. I just don't have any lotion with me, unfortunately. I'm just kidding, folks. That was just a technical difficulties. I really didn't make that joke about the lotion or whatnot and all that. No, I actually did. No, so I'm just pop culture guy is actually having technical difficulties. He's left me hanging by myself, right? To entertain y'all and whatnot, everything, while we're trying to wrap up this X-Men. Oh, there he is. Come on, why didn't you give me more time to talk shit about you?
No, I'm sorry. Everything's handled.
Well, you threw off my energy now.
No one's gonna marry you, Hernam. Like, you have a beard. No one's gonna date you, Hernam. You have a beard. No one's gonna be your boyfriend, Hernam. You have a beard. You are not. In 3.
That girl got some ass too.
Uh-oh.
I do it on the daily. They treat me really nicely. They know their money got me wearing fly. I see now what they keep giving, so I keep on taking. And no, I ain't
Another one, fell in love.
we can keep on taking. I keep on
You see? She pulled her underwear down.
all that junk inside the trunk. I'ma get you drunk, get you love drunk off my hump. What you gonna do with all that? My lovely lady lumps. Check it out. I met a girl.
Yeah, she pulled him down. I told you she pulled those underwear down. Yeah, she pulled them down to bust that shit open.
Oh, it's still there.
No, folks, was her underwear not pulled down?
They were.
You can see it pulled down, Andres. I have pulled down many a lady's underwear down to the, like to the side or kind of whatnot and everything in live action experiences, and like I know what I see. I know when I see it, maybe.
That is so weird. Like, because she does it so fast.
She wanted to bust it open. She wanted the crowd to be able to see her goodies.
Yeah.
You know?
I seen this clip a couple times, and it's so fast. It's just really bizarre. You're saying it like she does it this way, right?
She pulls her underwear right down. Yeah, she starts off with underwear on, then she pulls them down.
Anyway, I mean,
it's folks. That Sesame Street says that's called busting it wide open. Which starts with the letter B. Letter B, bust it wide open.
Oh my god!
What is up with this guy with this? How many times is this guy gonna say fucking some shit about Cara Delevingne playing Mystique? Bro, get out of here with that shit.
Okay, let me address this. Cara Delevingne is an okay actress. There's no way she's gonna play Mystique. She was really bad as a actress in the David Ayer.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing I got a special guest host to handle this shit.
Yeah, they're gonna get a top star level actress to play Mystique, and there's no way I will see Cara Delevingne from the Suicide Squad film to play that character. No way. You brought up Kristen Dunst. I can see her play maybe Mystique. I like her. Like, she's at least like a good actress, and I think I will take her over Cara Delevingne. I'm sorry, Mr. Anti-Idiotic. I think Kristen Dunst is the better actress. That said, please stop bringing Cara Delevingne. I know she's hot, but no way Marvel is gonna get her to play that. No.
That's right, sir. Yeah, that's right. That's the end of it. No more.
Yeah, no more, please. Just stick with your Peter Parker and Kitty Pryde sex talk, please. And just leave the casting for Marvel series.
Okay, so getting back on track here with episode 8, X-Men 97, right?
Yeah.
So basically, we got the whole Prime Sentinel onslaught attack going on, right? Team Table gets attacked by the Prime Sentinels. Cyclops, crashes the Blackbird for the third time, like you said, Andres, right? And then they like fly in the Porsche and all that shit, right? So then when Sunspot uses his powers to fly with Jubilee to get away from the Prime Sentinels, and he crash lands right where his mom is, the Prime Sentinels pretend to like you. So they're like, oh, we're here to help them. And all this shit and whatnot. So they change up the game and shit and whatnot. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just getting real now. All right? So then Val Cooper lets Magneto out. But she's still like kidnapped and shit by Mr. Sinister and Basti, but they don't do anything to her or nothing like that or whatever. So, they just talk some shit. But she lets Magneto out. Now she's in trouble. The fucking pretending to be nice Prime Sentinels like kidnap Sunspot and Jubilee. That's not good. And then fucking I thought Magneto was about to pull Asteroid M out of the ocean. But that wasn't what he does. He actually sets off this like magnetic electronic charge or like field.
MP.
Like an EMP pulse. And it shuts down all of the electric grid of the entire world. Like all the power goes out. Right? Like the bearded lady is trying to trim Quato's beard, and then the light goes off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, be careful with that shit, motherfucker. Keep it real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I live in your stomach and shit and whatnot. I only get to come out every once in a while. My beard's gonna look tight.
Boy. I just have no words to say.
Folks, it's not fair. When I'm laughing because it's funny. Andres knows it's funny too. But he won't laugh like out loud like me. He just doesn't say nothing.
I'm sticking with my comedy routine and my style. And it will work against Jeff, folks. Oh man.
So, anyways, bottom line, that's been episode 8 ends with that electronic pulse from Magneto. So what are your thoughts, Andres, of that whole layout and ending of the episode?
Fantastic. I mean, our heroes were in trouble. First of all, these things come out of nowhere. Like they were very powerful, as we saw last episode 7, 6, or whatever you want to call it.
No one's gonna marry you, Hernam.
They're like bearded ladies, dude. They come out everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah, true. And as Bishop say, like they needed like an MP charge to deactivate them, and so Magneto, when Cooper released him, that's what he did. And this is where it was cool, see some of the like other X-Men or like Marvel characters have cameos. We got Spider-Man. Of course, a lot of people were making such a big deal of that in the Twitter. If you saw this episode 2 weeks ago, as Jeff say, that was the big highlight for that. And we saw other X-Men stuff like Silver Cyberwine. We saw that, and then Omega Red. I was so happy to see Omega Red. Like he's waking up, so we could probably see him again next season, which was great. And then what else? They had a cameo, but it was like that's it. And so I'm very curious about that. I did agree with you, Jeff. Initially, my first watch, I thought he was gonna take out Astro M and get his costume, like his Magneto costume again for for this episode. But no, he just did the MP, which makes a lot of sense. So I really dug the ending. It made me very excited for the next episode, which I saw just today. It's fantastic. You guys are gonna be totally stoked about this episode. It's pure X. So
Mr. Anti-Idiotic, I'm not even gonna put your comments up anymore. You've already fucking asked us that question. Now you're just starting to irritate me. Like the way the comment section works on our show is that like if you're not actually participating in the show or whatever in any way, or like in the conversation, then really at this point you're not being relevant to us. You're just kind of distracting us. So like you already asked about Kristen Stewart and all that shit and whatnot, and like this whole obsession you have. Like, what do you want me to say, man? Kristen Stewart played Destiny. I get it. Whatever.
Yeah, So, Mr. Anti-Addict, let me quickly address this. I think Kristen Stewart could be a good Destiny. She's a good actress. She could be a good character, a good actor to play that character if they bring Destiny in the live action film. So that's what I'm going to say. Thank you for bringing that question. I think that's the better casting.
That Destiny is a hardcore secondary X-Men character. Like they'll be, you know what I'm saying? Like just because we're going to get some, like I think we'll get X-Force and S-Factor doesn't mean I think we're going to get like everybody, the whole squad. You know what I'm saying? You know. Nah, I'm just saying, like Destiny is like, like unfortunately, like Dazzler, for instance, right? Is just not a pivotal character in the X-Men, really. No. It's just they're secondary characters, third string characters, whatnot. They kind of make up the fabric of the X-Men universe, right?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, also with Destiny, it gets kind of complicated because like. The relationship between Mystique and Destiny, is it something we want to see in the big screen? Because like, because of the whole, because like, how did Mystique get birth to Nightcrawler? Like that way. It makes more sense. She's with the, it's Azo as the father for Nightcrawler, than Destiny. But you only see Destiny with Rogue because those two raised her, during the Brotherhood meeting. So, but we'll see. But yeah, overall, I really like this final act of episode Talents in Extinction Part 1. It really.
Oh, I get it. This guy's actually like a real pervert. Like his whole deal with is the whole lesbian angle of the whole Destiny Mystique shit and whatnot. He actually, that's why he's talking about it. Is because of all the weirdo shit.
Yeah, I mean that's what Clemmer wanted to do in the comics, but Marvel. Look,
we've talked about this. We've talked about this in a couple of reviews. The whole the whole thing with Nightcrawler and Rogue, how like Mystique's kind of like the dad, not the mom, and all that shit and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean,
that's where Mr. Idiotic is. That's where Mr. Anti-Idiotic is coming from.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, hey, there were.
Hey, he's a fan of he's a fan of the MCU's Bleeding Edge. Of course, he's into like really fucked up, crazy sexual shit.
Hey, that's no problem there. Yeah, I mean, in fact, he asked about.
Sir, back to episode 8. Your thoughts on the ending of the episode?
So overall, the ending was great. The fact that Magneto declared war on the humans makes a lot of sense. He's going to revert back as his evil self. After what happened, just makes a lot of sense. So I'm very excited to talk about the next episode next week. And I think this leaves us this episode, like this ending starts the 3-part, this finale in a good start. And that's a good thing.
I'm going to declare war on condoms. Using condoms. Like, I declare war, bitch. Fuck that shit. Wear a condom? No. I declare war.
Oh my god.
I'm planting my flag on this shit. I say no. Hell no. Right? There you go. I'm making my stand, Andres, the pop culture guy.
All right. We're making a claim.
All right, folks. All right, so we're going to do some awesome 1 through 5 ratings on episode 8. And I'll start off.
Okay.
And I will give the rating on episode 8 on a 1 through 5 I'll give it a 3.25.
Okay. I'll give this a 4 out of 5. I got it was a really strong episode. I get it. It's like a startup episode, a very heavy expedition, but it was a ton of action. They gave us a lot of action, great character moments, great Easter eggs. Let's talk about that. Like they really jam-packed the Easter eggs. We got 3 great cameos from this, which is great. Simo, Dark Doom, Spider-Man was not to act. So, and I really like, the X-Men characters. I like how we let them off from last episode, and then seeing them, what they are was kind of intriguing. So I give it a 4 out of 5. It's very good.
Did you know that 4 penises put together are still big? Are still like my penis put together is still smaller than an infant penis?
No. Okay, I'm gonna get this. No, it's a 4 out of 5. No, I give up. I cannot do it. Sorry, I'm done.
It's a 4 out of 5. She-Hulk, Savage, Massage and Spa gift certificate vouchers, folks. Just to be clear.
Please don't. Anyway, I want to bring up Mr. Antiotic. He just say I'm just a fan of romance drama. Okay, it makes sense, Mr. Antiotic. There's no problem with that. I mean, I like the romance drama too when it's done well. So that makes sense. I mean, Steve is very romance drama sometimes. I mean, even the First Class was very romance drama with her, with Magneto and Beast and all that. So yeah, I can see why you're bringing these questions up. That makes sense. Yeah.
Well, I'm just a fan of being a dirty, raw fucking freak. Fucking Bleeding Edge style, baby. Let's do it. Let's get it.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Anyway, so folks, we are ready to move on. On our wonderful Monday Bleeding Edge Report live stream special here and do the Acolyte. I could not pronounce the word correctly for like the first couple months that the show came out. I wanted to call it the Occulty every fucking time. And finally, it got through to me that it's actually called the Acolyte. So thank God that I can now pronounce it. So we're going to preview the Acolyte. Now, when I say preview, I just mean we're going to watch some trailers and talk about it, whatnot, everything, and play the Bearded Lady video once or twice. And that's going to be the preview.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what the Bearded Lady thinks of the trailers and whatnot and all that, and get Mr. Idiotic in there, get after it. So what do you think, sir? Are you ready for a Acolyte trailer? Are you ready for an energy change?
I think so. I'm very curious to talk about this show with you because it's been done. I'm not. I don't know. We'll see. I like the second trailer more than the first. That's all I have to say. So let's do it. Come on. Let's show the trailer. It's back.
島本刑事とどめを刺せやめろ島本刑事やめろやめろどうだな助けに来た男に殺される気分は鉄十字団に恨みを持つ麻薬刑事さスパイダーストリング格闘技世界チャンピオンスパイダーマン
There you go, folks. There's the Acolyte trailer. What the fuck is going on, man? This is embarrassing.
Why isn't?
I don't know what's going on, but I do have one trailer that will work.
Close your eyes. Your eyes can deceive you. We must not trust them. Tell me what comes into your mind.
Life. Balance. I see fire.
Big black penis.
Someone is killing Jedi. It doesn't make sense.
What happened?
I sensed darkness.
This isn't about good or bad. This is about power and who is allowed to use it.
What is that?
Could you imagine if they asked him what dude or what not? And they were like, the guy was like, "What are you?" And he was like, "I'm the bearded lady, but I shaved."
Oh dear. I mean, that would be funny in a Star Wars show.
And then took the lightsaber to like shave the beard.
That's good. I could turn him into a Cenobite at that point. Be a Cenobite in Star Wars series. Oh,
Hey,
man.
motherfucker, I'm just some chick with a beard trying to shave, motherfucker. Who are you?
Oh my god, that's funny. So that was the first teaser trailer, right? Because that wasn't the second trailer.
I don't know what's going on with every trailer, every like piece of video that I like uploaded tonight for some reason. Whenever it came all fucked up. The Acolyte trailer 2, the non-teaser, is actually not as long as that one. It's only a minute and 30 seconds, but it does show more.
Yeah,
you know, like it shows X-23, that X-23 actress as the Padawan, right, to the Jedi, that basically was the guy from Squid Games or whatever, whatnot, right? That basically was the master of the Acolyte, right? The Acolyte is the black chick, right? She's the one out there, like May or whatever her name is. She's out there. She's the one hunting and killing Jedi, and she's a former Jedi Padawan of the Squid Game Japanese looking dude, right? Who's a Jedi master, right? And so, she's trying to compete for the spot to become the next understudy under like the Sith Lord.
Right. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. We saw it because she wants to, take down the Jedi.
She wants to become like the Padawan of the Sith Lord.
Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that was the thing about the second trailer I like. As unfortunately we get to the show,
I think that's what the title actually is. I think the Acolyte is. I think that's what it means by definition. It's the Acolyte is the person that understudies the Sith Lord.
Wow, that's really cool. That is really nice.
The series is going to be coming from the perspective of the Sith people, not like the Jedi.
Okay. So
and the secondary characters, like that's not going to just be like the good guys, like you're going to see it through the eyes of like the Sith people.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I kind of like that now, because initially we were kind of like we were not excited for the show because it was kind of like just another typical like Star Wars show with the Jedi.
Well, also it comes from the High Republic novelette, comic book like comic book / novel like space, whatever, whatnot, right? Which comes before the prequel, which comes before any of the Skywalker shit or any of that, whatnot. Yeah. So like in the series, we probably are going to see Master Yoda, right? He'll be the head of the Jedi Council.
And then some other random Jedi we've seen with the prequel trilogy that will be there.
There may be, yes, but this is the High Republic time period towards the end of it. Like this I believe that the series actually begins from a time standpoint, 80 years before the Phantom Menace takes place.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So I mean, I think I don't. I think my problem right now is the timeline. It's so over the place.
The Jedi are at their peak. That's why you have like the mercenary character and whatnot, like Bad Mouth the Jedi in the trailer and all that and whatnot. They're at the peak of their power, right? Like not like Clone Wars style power where they're like leading the war, but just like overall as like their power as Jedi. They're like, they're like at their height.
Yeah. No, I understand that in the trailers. That makes a lot of sense now. So yeah, by the way, Rax Icon is in the chat.
Well, it's actually funny that the one person in the trailer actually said something I've experienced in real life. The last time that I got together with a chick and she went to go give me a blowjob, she went down there and actually said to me, "The darkness. All I see is the darkness."
What?
Because there's no penis down there, you know what I'm saying? So she just went down there and she's like, the darkness.
That's the most funniest thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
That's definitely a Sith line. Or Jedi line.
I tried to hand her my lighter, for light.
And this one is my favorite. Jeff, you should have guided her to your penis in the dark. That's classic.
She went down there to give me a blowjob, and then all of a sudden I heard the music from the Bearded Lady video played, and she was like, "The darkness, Jeff. All I see is the darkness."
Oh my god. Anyway, the trailer.
I was like, "That's okay, baby. I swapped bodies with Shaquille O'Neal."
Oh my god. Michael Jordan, maybe he should swap into those bodies.
What are you saying now, sir? I apologize. What were you saying?
Oh no. So the trailers, I was gonna get my opinions on So the first teaser trailer, I did not like. It didn't tell much about the story or what was really about the Acolyte. Where the second trailer, that
I was really into this one. This is my favorite.
This kind is available, yes, yeah, which no one's gonna see, but we saw it before. We cannot show you.
It's very mysterious. I really want to know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, me too. So I enjoyed the second trailer more because, as Jeff brought up, there was more scenes, like there were more footage than the first teaser. Like I understood what the show was more about. And I was like more excited what was going on. Like, okay, this person is it's taking down, the Jedi's, because she probably wanted to become a Sith, apprentice, as Jeff brought up now. So that was really interesting. And now it makes me more excited because of we're gonna probably see the perspective from a Sith. That's really awesome because I always want to see something more developed in the Sith lore. Because we saw briefly, in the Revenge of Sith when Palpatine kind of started to corrupt.
Could you imagine if you were a Jedi and it was a rule that if you got herpes you had to become a Sith?
I don't know about that. I think it's more like if you had sex with one of the Jedi, then
fuck! I got herpes. I got to be a Sith now.
Yeah. So I don't know about that. No, you're not gonna be a Sith because of that. I think it'll be the other way. So Rafikon, you're saying that this Corlin band is going to be important planet in the Acolyte series?
Guess what? Our good friend Dominic over at Talking TV podcast YouTube channel hit me up today and whatnot and everything, and gave me a full guarantee that he'll be on all 10 episodes, whatever, of House of the Dragon with me and you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. He was like, bro, my college semester was over. Send me your schedule. He was like, dude, I'll do House of Dragon with you guys. I'll do all of it.
Wow, that's awesome. That's great to hear because we need guests to be
Yeah.
part of this discussion, and that's great to hear. To have one single guest to talk about House of Dragon, that makes me so happy. That's great.
Jess, I tried to guide the chick that did everything, whatnot, everything, but when at the same time you're also trying to juggle a microscope, right, a spotlight, you know, a magnifying glass. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit, right? So like, you know, it affects your guiding abilities. You know what I'm saying? Plus the darkness is already there, you know? So, you know, like she said, the darkness.
Yeah, and then I like this one with Raph. He said Jeff gets herpes, become a Sith. The man can create a whole story about it. Yeah, that's very true. I think Jeff, you need to write that as like a blog. Like
I can catch herpes, but I can't have herpes because of my Bacta tank that I got from Boba Fett. I got a good deal on my Bacta tank, right? Back when Boba Fett came out. And so, like, whenever I get something, if I catch herp or like, or the clap or something like that or whatever, I just jump in my Bacta for a couple hours and it knocks that shit out, like just like Boba.
Yeah, whatever that is. Anyway,
the Bacta tank, baby. That's the tank where you just lay in the water and shit, whatnot, and it heals you.
That's impressive. Yeah. So here's this. So Raph saying that this planet is going to be the home world of the Sith. Okay, that makes it very interesting. Okay. Is that the one where it's the like gray rocks and water? Like, is that the world of the Sith you're talking about? Raph, towards the end of the teaser trailer. It's tough for me to know which world you're talking about in terms of that.
I don't know what I don't know, Rathacon. What decade do you think that? What do you think that my you know, my body count reached 90?
Oh no! He's saying the House of Dragons need to.
I know. I'm doing a gift. Like he can win a prize. What decade do you think I reached the 90 mark on my body count? There you go, Rathacon. If you could get the correct decade, sir, you will win a prize.
Okay, thank you, Raph. Because that makes a lot of sense. Okay. And he said Jeff reached the 90 mark in the 2000. Okay.
Hold on. That was too easy. That was way too easy to figure out. Because that's just common sense.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay. Raph, to address your House of Dragon, it will probably be high 95, I would say, or 100 if the start of the show is done really well. I mean, the Rotten Tomatoes will kind of be in flux when the show is going on. By the end of it, we'll probably have a more accurate like rating for the season 2. Well, my guess will be a 94 or 95.
I've heard when your body count gets around 94, 96, it gets hard to remember, you know, accurately where you're really at, you know.
You're talking about the body count. Anyway,
folks, I just heard that though. I would have no idea, of course. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
no clue.
Yeah, no clue. I mean, it has to be the word of mouth. Like, if it's good, it's good. It's gonna have high 90s. If not, I mean, if it's gonna be 80s, that's still fine. So I mean, it has to be that bad to drop very low, like compared to season 1 of the House of Dragon. But we'll see. I mean, we have to be patient. We got what, like 3 more weeks until or I don't know when this is gonna reach in June, but like we need to wait. See, you know? Man,
I'm so excited to fucking review the House of the Dragon. I'd bang the bearded lady right now to fucking review an episode.
Anyway, let's get back to the Acolyte. We're talking about other shit right now.
I'm pretty much done, and that's pretty much the plot. I mean, like basically, it's just it's the Acolyte May character hunting Jedi the whole first season, right? They're planning, I think, on the show being more than one season.
Really?
And you know, and I don't know, but I believe so.
Okay.
So that's my gut feeling that they will plan on having it be at least a second season. Carrie Ann Moss is in it from The Matrix. She plays like a Jedi Master. There's a Wookiee. There's a Wookiee Jedi, but it's Wookiee, right?
See, why they didn't show us in the trailer? That could have been a cool like reveal.
It was in that. It was in the trailer. You see him briefly.
See, I'm sorry. I gotta say, I think the Acolyte has the worst marketing. If you have something cool to show us, do it. Seeing a Wookiee with a lightsaber.
I don't like that trailer. The one we just watched. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I don't think that based on that trailer, the show is going to be very good. Until I saw the second trailer, I was like a little bit pessimistic about the whole. Plus, I heard about the director. I kind of heard some of the dirt on her, like whatnot, everything. Some of the things she said, you know, like online and whatnot, and all that. You know, some of her personal opinions on certain things and whatnot, and all that. And like that kind of threw me a little bit of a loop, you know, like that can tend to happen. Turns out she's a little bit out there, you know, some of the things she believes.
I mean, look, every director has that. I don't think that was going to affect the show. For me, it's like I don't know, like why, like Disney.
It boils down to whether or not the person in these cases is going to interject the stuff, right, into the show or into the movie. You know what I'm saying? The stuff, the other stuff, you know, the excess stuff.
Yeah, that's true. So
that's why, like, Cyber has been saying that he's worried about like the show.
Yeah. So this Leslie
Headland. Yep.
Yeah. See, she started running the show. Like she did Russian Doll, which I heard is really great. She did this movie called Sleeping with Other People. I don't know.
I mean, she has no beard.
No. No, she isn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I need to see. I'm a little like up and down if I want to do this review of the show. I will do the first 2 episodes, see how it goes, and if not, I'm gonna drop it because there's other shows that I have better time to watch, like House of the Dragon Season 2.
I see how it is.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like I feel like that's something that.
Don't start flaking out about the Acolyte, or like just because we watched the one trailer or whatever, whatnot, and all that, and like now we're bad mouthing it. Maybe it could be a shit show. You never know. We'll have to see. You never know.
Well, and this is where I say I enjoyed the second trailer more because I thought the second trailer showed more of the story, and there were more better moments on the actors, and I felt more like, as you say before, more pessimistic about the show. And you know, and then you brought up the was it the Wookiee with the lightsaber? I don't understand why the Disney marketing team should put that like more like pronounced in the trailer to show people to be excited for the show, because there's not cool moments at all in this trailer. Like the Rise of Skywalker, when that scene where Rey had that like that 2 double blade like dark Sith lightsaber, and that was like a cool moment. People were talking about that. Like we need that kind of shot for this show, and I just don't think we have that. Like I seen already the orange lightsaber. It's like
Hot D.
Yeah, it's Hot D, and you know, it's just like it's nothing like cool about the show, you know. So we'll see.
That's kind of how the first episode's gonna go, folks.
Yeah, I think it will be just like. Like that for the first 2 episodes. I'll see.
All right, well, you know what? That's enough Star Wars, because you know what, folks? We don't really know that much about the Acolyte. I mean, what I've talked about, like, is pretty much what I know. I do know who some of the actors and actresses are, but it's not that important or that pivotal that we get that out right now. Andres, why don't we move on and cover our DC castings, our new DCU, baby. The new DCU. Castings and whatnot and all that. Yes. And your wonderful Superman suit that you're so freaking like your dick's so hard about?
No. First off, I'm a Batman fan. I'm not so excited about this Superman suit at all. How fucking dare you think that my dick is hard because of this fucking suit? Okay? This is not a great reveal of the suit, and I wasn't excited. So
hey, at least you can tell when your dick is hard. I can't see. It's just darkness. So I can't. I don't know.
No, it can turn into invisible, my friends.
The darkness.
Yeah, into the darkness, folks. Part of the darkness.
Like The Shining. Remember when we reviewed The Shining, right? And like we did the first question, and my response was, "I have my own personal Shining every day." When I use my spotlight and my magnifying glass to find my extremely tiny penis in the morning or whatever. There you go, folks.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, you have the links for the casting news.
I'm gonna screen share and pull up the Creature Commandos article first, so that we can talk about all the casting.
Okay. We knew some of the cast. What was everyone knows we have like a new casting for the Creature Commandos. I think Cersei was cast. She's one of the Witcher actresses. I forgot her name. She was cast as Cersei as part of the Creature Commando show. Just like a rundown here. As we know now that David Harbour is going to play who was that character? Frankenstein creature. Whatever it's called. Like Frank Grillo is going to be Rick Flash Sr., so that's really cool. And then Gunn's brother, Sean Gunn, is going to play Dr. Phosphorus, another Batman villain. That is like, it's actually the character that inspired Blight in Batman Beyond. Yes, Eric Frankenstein, as Dave Harbour's going to play. In the environment, it's going to be the Bride. So that's kind of cool. She's from Game of Thrones. She was in the new Mission Impossible movie as one of those like world counselor kind of spy agency. She was briefly in that film. I mean, she's going to get a big role. She was the girlfriend for Pedro Pascal in the Game of Thrones when he was in that show. Alan Tudyk.
I know who Alan Tudyk is. Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, he's going to voice Dr. Phosphorus. This is a Batman villain from the 90s. And as I said before, he inspired the character Blight in Batman Beyond, Terry's arch nemesis in the first season. So that's really cool. We got that. And then the actress that played Cosmo from Guardians 3, she's going to play a character named Princess. What is it?
Ilana Rustovich.
Yeah, so it's Fizz. I guess that's a made-up character for the movie or the show, I guess. I was looking for this character. It seemed like it was a made-up character for the show. Sneak. And then, yeah, Shang Guan's going to play G.I. Robot and then reprise his role from the Suicide Squad, the Weasel. So we're going to see the Weasel again, and he's going to voice G.I. Robot. So that's kind of cool. And then recently, Soy Chow is going to play Nia Mansker. It's like a fish creature, sort of like Ape Sapien from the Hellboy films. That's the type of character that she's playing. So that's kind of unique.
Well, if she's related in any way to Chloe Zhao, then I'm not a fan.
Oh, good news! I checked, and good news, brother. She's not. She's just a person that's named Soy Chow. That's it. So yeah.
Chow is too close to wow.
No way. Go get out of here. I know you're traumatized, but it doesn't mean she's related. So she's not related. Steve, he's returning to be John Engelswell. He first appeared in the Dog Suicide Squad. Fun character. If you ever seen
Economos. Johnny Economos.
Okay, Johnny Economos. Thank you. So we're gonna get that. So those are the casting, and then the recent casting we got from the Creature Commanders is Cersei. I brought up before. So she's going to be part of this project. everyone doesn't know, Cersei is actually a Greek character, and she's actually a Wonder Woman villain in the Wonder Woman Rose Gallery. So, I think she will return again in the Paradise Lost show if that happens. Cersei will be a main villain probably in the future Wonder Woman movies.
Well, and it may take a long time for it to happen, but this will be the first. This will be the first group of characters that will start off as animated, and then will come in later on and be live action with the same actor.
Yeah, as we saw with Johnny Exosmos, he's already appeared in the live action show. So this already confirms that, yeah, we're going to get these actors to come back in live action, which is good. So, yeah, so I'm very excited for this show. It's coming out this year, Max, so I'm very curious about that.
There you go. Creature Creators is expected to debut at some point in 2024. That's pretty accurate. At some point.
Yeah, so, but yeah. So that's it. And then we're getting into the Superman news. We got two big Superman news. One that's like
what is it? I only got one. What is the other one?
It's just it's very brief. Let me say it quickly. We got the casting of the camp parents of Superman, but we're gonna discuss the Superman suit reveal because that was much a big deal. So we got a reveal here of the first Superman suit. Very impressive. We have so far have gotten leads of this shot. Jeff, you have to go to Twitter because so many people have fan edit this picture and it's so hilarious. You're missing out the fun of this picture. But anyway, so we got our first suit here. I like it. I kind of wish we saw him standing up to see the full suit, but for my first impression of this suit for David Cornsweat's Superman, it's very they're mixing the new 52 Superman suit to the traditional suit, so that's great. As you see before, we got the trunks back, which is great. The Superman logo I really like. It's very Superman Kingdom Come, which is great. The boots, I love the boots. It looks
I wish they had porn down here in this little video.
How are they gonna show that here? I mean, you can, I don't know, pretend this, porn. With, oh my god, no,
It'd be a nice addition. It'd be a nice addition to the shot to the page.
Yeah, sure. In the Forbes newsletter, yeah, sure thing. We're gonna talk about money, sex, and then this. Okay, so that's gonna be.
All right. Do you want my thoughts on the Superman costume or what?
Yes. Let me hear your thoughts. I was kind of curious about your thoughts on this. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I like it. I like the fact that it's all like beat up looking and shit and whatnot, and it has that that Batman, like Captain America, Winter Soldier kind of vibe look to it, right? Like that dark, that kind of like dark blue to it almost. With the weathering to it as well, right? I like the weathering. I like the boots. They look pretty cool. And then as far as, I'll have to see about the rest. Would love to see about the cape and all that and whatnot, But like as far as a first shot goes, it looks good.
Yeah. And of course, it's very impressive. We got the background with that like hopeful in half green energy. Everyone's been speculating now that Brainiac is in the film. I can see Brainiac being in the film. I don't know. I mean, that could be the engineer, the villain that's part of the Authority. That could be her doing that in that picture. But I mean, we're getting so many DC characters. Like, I don't question Brainiac being in the film. I mean, he could be a great villain for a sequel for Superman, and then the Justice League film as the major villain. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about that alien energy, but that could be the engineer. That's part with Lex Luthor as the villain, but we'll see. Yeah, So
yeah, it's the whole new DCU thing with Gunn is like really like a long game deal. You really got to let it pay off.
Yeah,
you know, like seriously, it's going to take a while. You know what I'm saying, for all to flush out. You know what I'm saying, like it's already taking longer than it was supposed to take. You know, but I'll tell you right now, you know, like schedule wise, if we're able to, when like Lanterns comes out and shit, whatnot, everything, like we'll review it. You know, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
If it's actually going to be like somebody said or whatnot, like a True Detective / Green Lantern TV series, well, fuck, I'll watch that. You know.
Yeah, I agree. Whenever we get the Paradise Lost, we'll definitely talk about that because you know I do like the Wonder Woman character and her world is very fascinating, and I do want to see more of that coming in the DC stuff.
It's really interesting. It's very intriguing, the whole idea of having lanterns on Earth, like, you know what I'm saying, like based on Earth, like, you know, like being street like characters, you know, almost, right?
Yeah. I'm excited to see Jon Stewart finally in the live action. If we're sticking with the Lanterns, he's one of my favorite Green Lantern characters, and I always wish that they focus on him instead of Hal Jordan for the first live action film.
I'm just bringing that one up is because like that's the one that pops right up on my radar in my head, like, you know, as far as what, like, you know, that's like sounds like it could be really intriguing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like again, if it really is some version of like I just said, you know, like what like they said or whatever, where it's going to be like True Detective versus like, you know, a Green Lantern TV series, that sounds dope. With HBO Studios making it, right? Like, you know, along with Warner Brothers and DC and all that, and whatnot, Guns people and whatnot, and all that, and Gunn, you know.
Waller, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
You know, that one I'm very excited because I mean, first Davis is a great Waller, and I like that we're still keeping her. And there's a lot of things about Man of Waller that's great, and I want a more political, grounded, like, you know, like Winter Soldier.
And I think they'll move her around, just like in the animated films. They'll move her around, and you'll see her pop up, and she'll be one of the first characters that you'll see jump around, just like she already has in the right. Why wouldn't Gunn still employ her as like a, you know, side character to thrust into a movie, like, you know, like to add some new connectivity to his new DCU, right? You know. Everybody likes her as the Waller character. Everyone likes her as an actress. She's just really good on screen. So like every time she pops up in some kind of cameo, it's good. You know?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. No. I definitely see more of her. Like she's doing a good job since
the TV series on the Amazonian island, or whatever, whatnot. What's it called?
Paradise Lost. It's called.
Yeah, that show could like, I think could be like a game changer.
Yeah, I that definitely. That's
again. I'm imagining HBO Studios making this like being involved, right, and making these TV series, and that like kind of like really adds a lot of credibility and like, you know, like experience, and like, you know, like people who already know how to make good TV series, right? Like being involved.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, first off, I mean, House of Dragon is produced by them, so I think it's enough confidence for me that they will do well with these DC projects. You know,
they pick good people to make their projects. They do a good job, you know, hiring directors and whatnot, everything, right? You know, like they hire good people to produce the projects.
Yeah, it's true. And Gunn has proven he proven himself he can do a show with Peacemaker, so I have confidence with the TV shows because of what Peacemaker was. So it was really good.
Oh, why did Gunn write Peacemaker?
Yeah, he was the showrunner for that. Yeah.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. So I have full confidence with these shows being good.
I need to stop like saying it and actually sit down and watch Peacemaker and jam it out and get it out of the way. You know.
Yeah, it's very good. Let me tell you, it's a better Secret Invasion show than what we got from Secret Invasion.
the way the time's flying by this year, before you know it, the Penguin show's going to be out on HBO. We'll be covering that. I told you when it comes out, we'll cover it. You know, like fuck it, why not?
Yeah, I love the Matt Reeves Batman movie, and the Penguin was the highlight of that movie. So
it'll probably be a really good TV series for review. I bet. You know, so
yeah,
I can't believe we're going to be doing House of the Dragon soon, man.
I know. As I say before, I'm watching the show, and it's great.
It's going to be an experience, man. We're going to be watching all these long ass episodes, doing these big review shows afterwards.
Yeah, I agree.
How far are you in season 1?
I just finished episode 6 right now. Yeah. So
okay.
We got a couple more episodes to wrap up.
Oh, so you still got more time jumps ahead of you. Did you already have your first your first one?
Yeah, first one. Yeah.
Did it surprise you?
No, I already knew that, so I wasn't really too surprised. That's the thing. It's like I already like.
It's the next ones. It's the ones that are going to drop on you next, and the ones that kind of like shock, like throw you off.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, movies and TV have done that before, and it's not like a big surprise to me.
I've never seen any TV series have as big of the time jumps as House of the Dragons has, as you're going to see throughout the rest of the season, because they have like 3 of them, and they're like all together, like they span across like 30 something years or whatever, whatnot. You know, that's a lot in one season of a TV show, right? To bring in 3 different actresses to play one character.
That's true. Yeah.
Hey, what's her name? I forgot how to pronounce her name. What's her name? Managed to fucking leverage House of the Dragon into Supergirl.
Yeah, I mean, Millie
Babcock. Yeah.
So I mean, that's great. So, I mean, again, you know, I think the House of Dragon has been successful. So I'm very excited for season 2. Very curious.
She must have really grown up since House of the Dragon for them to cast her for her Supergirl.
Yeah, I seeing her in the 4 episodes I gone through with her. She has that very Kara personality, like that very head smart, very tough.
She was the star of the show for like the first couple episodes and whatnot. I mean, that's all everybody could talk about was her, the actress playing the character.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, that's why if you go back and watch, like all of our thumbnails for those episodes are all Rhaenyra.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, and she was part of the marketing too. You know, before the older cast, like she was in everywhere in the posters. Remember, like she was, you know, she's, you know,
Rhaenyra is an interesting character.
Yeah, she's my favorite character.
She's the one I favor over Alicent.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like Alicent. She's just being.
I like Alicent. I think that she's used. She's being used by her father and everything, and whatnot, and all that, right? Like,
yeah,
you know, the Hightower family, and whatnot, and all that, right? He's got her ear. You know, she's being influenced by like, you know, like she like she's the one that really has the sense of rivalry with like Rhaenyra. You know, it's not Rhaenyra that has that; it's her.
Yeah, I agree.
That feels like a, you know, competition, right? Or like a, you know, there's a threat there.
Yeah. I mean, also she's trying to uphold the family. You know, like trying.
She has a lot of pressures on her at the same time.
Yeah, compared to Rhaenyra, you know, because she has more like. Well, Rhaenyra has all that same thing. It's just different, you know, because like she knows that, you know, that something is gonna come up, you know, with the what do you call it? The
well, King Viserys has proclaimed her to be king. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, as far as everybody's concerned at that point where you're at, like, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like there's not gonna be any bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, like, you know, he gave you know, like, say what you want about Viserys, but supposedly he gave the, you know, the realm like a good period of time, like a peaceful, you know, bountiful, like stretch.
Time before a big war is gonna come soon.
Yeah, because people in that like Game of Thrones, House of Dragon universe, all they want is peace. What I'm saying? There's so much bullshit, whatnot. You're a great king as long as there's not wars and shit and whatnot, and people dying and shit constantly.
Yeah. Hey, that's the course.
That actor that plays King Viserys in House of the Dragon season 1 is really good.
Yes. Paddy Constantine.
Paddy Constantine.
Yeah, very good actor. Really love what he's doing right now. The first episode, what I saw him, he was really great. Seeing both his wife and son is really attractive, and he really conveys that. And him slowly getting affected during the getting affected by the swords of chair, whatnot.
Did you know that the actress that played Rhaenyra won Man of the Year award last the year of the House of the Dragon because she's non-binary?
Yes, I know. Oh god. Hey, she complains. She claimed that she's a non-binary, and so that's her right.
No one's gonna marry you, Haranam. You have a beard. No one's gonna date you, Haranam. You have a beard. No one's gonna be your boyfriend, Haranam. You have a beard. You are not a preference to a lot of men. And then I'll get really feminine men message me, but that's not who I'm attracted to. Hannah, I like really masculine men because I am very soft. I'm so different to what you see on TV. On TV.
I've never seen you on TV.
Probably not. But no, generally you'll see, she's strong, she's, what she's talking about is very powerful, whatever people say. But then at home, I'm very quiet. I'm very feminine, I'm very soft. People don't get to see that side of me, But no, it has been difficult. Where I wanted to,
I just see the beard side.
I'll never be a single mom. That's not what I've ever wanted.
All I see is the beard side. That's the only side I see.
Yeah.
Folks, that is one unattractive bitch. She is rough looking, and her mutant ability is being butt ugly, and being the bearded lady and shit whatnot. That is I give the bearded lady the MVP of the show tonight. Actually,
no, I think the MVP should be Nightcrawler. He was the best.
I think it should be a tie. What do you think, folks? The bearded lady and Nightcrawler should be a tie as MVPs.
No, Nightcrawler. Folks.
Whatever. All right, folks. Well, listen, we're gonna get out of here. I'm just a pop culture guy. Says it's time to go. So we got to get out of here. It's bedtime. We love you very much. We hope you enjoyed SBED 97 episode 8. We did. We really enjoyed it. We enjoyed reviewing it. We really enjoyed doing the MCU'S Bleeding Edge report. We love being on the MCU'S Bleeding Edge. And, it's Monday. Have a great rest of your week. On Wednesday, we're reviewing The Matrix, bitch. What's up? Fuck you.
Yep.
And on Friday, we're doing a double episode Fallout, episode 5 and 6 fucking review. So how about that shit? There you go. Does that sound intense? So we love you, folks. God bless you. Say bye, Andres.
Hey. I said, excuse me, you don't understand.